Hello ladies and gents, welcome back here to my channel. March just ended. We're in April right now, so what better time to take a look back at the top 50 comics for March 2022. Let's see what's going on, what's up, what's happening, who's doing what, and just how, if possible, has DC rebounded, if anything at all? Have they done anything noteworthy? Let's see what's going on. So, top 50 comics for March 2022 from ICV2. Now, here's the problem with it. Before, I've said it many times again, the only book that sells from DC is Batman. And once again, that has not changed. Here we have Batman, Superman, World's Finest #1, Batman #121, Batman Killing Time #1. We'll be going down again. Dark Knights of Steel #5, Batman Beyond the White Knight #1. The only other DC book besides Batman on the list is Nice House on the Lake #7. Haven't read it, doubt I will. If it's up there, it might be good. We have Detective Comics #1056. Yes, we have Nightwing #90. Detective Comics #1055. Once again, DC is not doing good at all. Practically every other comic on this list is Marvel, Dark Horse, Marvel. I mean, you have Strange #1 at #1 and Punisher #1 at #1, and yet Batman is the only other DC book on there. Now, what does that mean? Well, clearly we know that things have fallen off. I talked before about Tom Taylor and his insertions about how his god-awful Superman Son of Kal, talk about how his book was so good. It has not reached into the top 50 and it will not reach into the top 50. That book is utter rubbish. Utter rubbish. But no matter what, this is not a good time for DC. This is not showing good things for DC at all. There are things that are happening at DC that nobody is really all that good about. The majority of their writers are leaving and are going on to do other things, making comics at other publishers. We have writers like James Tynion. He's doing limited work. Scott Snyder, basically not even there. Jeff Johns, he's doing more work over at Image Comics and barely anything at DC. Now, to say these top 50 here, we're looking at this work and you have to wonder what it is exactly is happening with DC. What are they doing to try and rebound from that? Well, they have Trial of the Amazons, a series I am not very fond of, not liking what they're doing with it, and it's a Wonder Woman series, and it cannot even inch into the top 50. Why? Well, because it's not really all that good. They've had some solid art with it going along, but the writing has just been total garbage. The story doesn't make sense. The things that they're doing is not making anybody interested in reading anything to do with Wonder Woman anymore. And why that might be, some might say the price tag for it is a little higher, that was turning people off. Or could it be the writers that they have on it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not one of them of noteworthy. Not one writer there is doing anything or can say they've done anything to make anybody interested. And when you see names like Ayala, that's Vita Ayala, people automatically turn off because you're not producing anything of any kind of substance for anybody to be interested or happy about. All you want to do is push diversity and push a bunch of crap in there that people are not looking for. Another DC book that should have made the top 50 but isn't, Shadow War. Shadow War Alpha #1. Now this is a crossover between Batman, Robin, Deathstroke, and it's not even cracking the top 50. Why? Maybe, you know, could it be the price for this one also, or could it be Batman Burnout? They just came off a Batman run that people were not even liking all that much, and you dived into another one. Give it a rest for a while. Because if you're telling me a DC book that has Batman, Robin, and Deathstroke in it cannot even inch in to the top 50, you're showing something is very, very wrong at DC Comics. People are leaving in droves. Their sales are in the toilet. Literally in the toilet. The only book from DC that sells is Batman, and you have Shadow War Alpha cannot even crack the top 50. It's not a good time to be a DC Comics fan, not a good time to be with DC Comics. There have been rumors, and this is from well-established sources, that are saying that 2 big name creators over at DC with comics that are actually selling will not be working at DC Comics after this year, after 2022. They will be gone. Jim Lee's reputation is getting worse by the second with what he's doing. These changes, this, that, is not producing anything of substance for DC to stand behind. It's just a complete downslide. Look at it. Top 50 comics. You understand me? You have Strange #1 that has Clear Strange in it. I covered that comic. It's not very good. It's very pretentious. People are not interested in it. Punisher #1. People probably bought that because they wanted to see what's going on with Punisher. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's still up there. You understand me? Moon Knight. Even Spider-Gwen verse, which isn't good at all from what I'm understanding. And another thing, you have Captain Carter #1. This is a what if of Sharon Carter becoming Captain Carter instead of Steve Rogers becoming Captain America. That featured in Disney Plus. What if? I thought the story was okay. I like the action and one than the other, but as a comic, that is selling. And the only thing DC has on their list is Batman. Hell, even What If Miles Morales. That should tell you. It's not looking good for DC at all. It's not looking promising. It is troubling. It is disappointing. It shows that they have just reached a stage now where they are just phoning it in and completely don't care. DC seems determined to destroy themselves. And from this list here, it's not going to be very far off. Anyway, that's it for me. That's the update for comics for March. Top 50. DC is once again doing horrendously, getting worse with each issue, each thing. It's not fun, people. It's not good. Not good at all. Let me know in the comments what you all think about what's happening here. If you think DC is probably going to make a comeback, or if they're dead in the water. I certainly think that, but let me know. If you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell to be notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.